Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, you are at the right place. This is Purpose with Hanny, where I help Christian believers, especially young adults and creatives who want to renew their minds, align their ambition with God's purpose, and live beyond self. Hello, welcome to Purpose with Hanny. Today, we are talking about something powerful, something liberating, but also something costly. The cost of living beyond self. Because everyone loves the idea of purpose, but very few are ready for the price of purpose. If you are ready to grow, stretch, and rise into who God created you to be, stay with me on this journey. What does beyond self mean? Living beyond self means this. It means your life is no longer centered on your comfort, your applause, your image, your ego, your immediate gratification. It means your decisions are filtered through purpose. It means you ask, Lord, what do you want? Not just, what do I feel? The Bible says in the book of Luke chapter 9, verse 23, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me. Notice that word, deny. Living beyond self begins with denial of self, and denial is not popular in a culture obsessed with self-promotion. The first cost is comfort. Living beyond self will cost you comfort. You will have to do things that stretch you. You will have to forgive when your flesh wants revenge. You will have to serve when no one applauds you. You will have to give when it feels inconvenient. Purpose is rarely comfortable. Even Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane prayed, not my will, but yours be done. Growth does not happen in comfort. Legacy is not built in comfort. Kingdom impact is not born in comfort. If you choose purpose, you choose pressure. Second cost, popularity. When you live beyond self, not everyone will understand you. Some people liked you when you were small, they celebrated you when you were limited. But when you start obeying God, when you start setting boundaries, when you stop performing for validation, they may withdraw. If you live for applause, you will die by criticism. But if you live for God, you will become unshakable. The third cost, your old identity. Living beyond self will cost you your old version. You cannot become who God called you to be while holding on to who you used to be. Old habits, old thinking, old pride, old insecurities, old ambitions that were driven by ego. The book of Romans chapter 12 verse 2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Transformation requires surrender. You don't evolve into purpose, you surrender into purpose. What you gain is greater. Now listen carefully. Yes, there is a cost, but what you gain is greater. When you live beyond self, you gain peace that is not dependent on applause, confidence rooted in calling, impact that outlives you, alignment with God, eternal reward. Jesus said in the book of Matthew chapter 16 verse 25, whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it. You don't lose when you surrender. You discover. You don't shrink when you deny self. You expand into destiny. How to start living beyond self. Step 1, start asking better questions. Instead of what benefits me, ask what builds purpose. Step 2, develop spiritual discipline through prayer, word study, and obedience. Step 3, serve somewhere. Nothing kills ego like service. Step 4, check your motives constantly. Why am I doing this? For applause or for assignment? Living beyond self is not a one-time decision. It is a daily posture. Here's the truth. Self-centered living feels safe, but it produces small impact. Purpose-centered living feels costly, but it produces eternal significance. The cost of living beyond self is real, but the cost of living only for self is greater. One leads to legacy, the other leads to regret. Choose wisely. If this message speaks to you, comment below, I choose purpose over self. Like this video, share it with someone who needs clarity. Subscribe to Purpose with Hanny for more faith-driven transformation. Remember, you were not created to live small. You were created to live aligned. I will see you in the next video. Thank you, and God bless you.